Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Tonight, we've got the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. We're in the playoffs, and we are here at Iowa, home of the corn. Appreciate you folks tuning in after last night's banger. The Harpoon Design 500 did not disappoint, and my voice is still recovering, folks, but boy, what a event last night these drivers put on. But tonight we're back out here with the boys in the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. I believe we're going to have an elimination round next week. So this week we got some playoff guys trying to situate themselves in the standings as well as they can. But right now we're taking a look at Dallas Seward on track. Currently running 11th here in practice out of Merrill, Wisconsin. Jordan Hand also out there here out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. But as always, we appreciate all our fans tuned in here tonight on the world's #1 streaming service. We're about to jump into qualifying action up here in about 2 or 3 minutes, folks. So we're going to jump back to break and be right back to get the evening started here tonight at Iowa. As always, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back. We are back here at Iowa with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series, and practice is about to conclude, and we're going to jump straight into some qualifying action. Looks like Landon Burbage top of the board here for practice, but that's all over, and that doesn't count. But what does count is qualifying here tonight. We are bunched up and ready to roll. Let's see who our first trucks to hit the track are. We got Joseph Smith, the Prophet from Columbia, Maryland, out here in that Raging Cane's number 31 machine. Wyatt Mickelson on track here in that number 51 from Mesa, Arizona. Then we got Noah Blackwell, Bryce Shoemaker, and others as well on the track. So it looks like most of the field's going to hit the track here. And we got a newcomer here in the league, it looks like. And, man, what a great paint scheme we got here in that 97. Mike Coravu from Sturbridge, Massachusetts here. Let's take the Juicy Spider drone cam around for a fly here. Man, this is one good-looking paint. Here you have it, folks. We got Drunken Spider. He's in the chat from Juicy Spider Studios. He's flying this drone around high, taking a look at this beautiful, bright number 97 machine. Look at that metallic finish there. 97, he's going to head down pit road, though, so no lap for him. That was a lot of anticipation for nothing. Jordan Hand out on the track, though, from Tulsa, Oklahoma, currently sitting in that second position. Let's hop on board here with Mr. Jordan Hand. We're on the Hutchinson Motorsports TV nose cam out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hand going around for his final lap, it appears here. He's going to head out of turn 4 as he gets close up to the wall. Checkered flag in the air. Jordan Hand finds himself about a 10th behind Landon Burbidge. Dylan Carrier out there. Looks like he's going to qualify 8th. He was hoping for a better run than that. We got Adam Ramsey out on track. I believe he's also another newcomer here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series, and another beautiful paint scheme here, folks. Let's take the drone around. Oh, my, look at this thing. You got Arc Raiders on the truck. Adam Ramsey. This is one good-looking paint scheme. Let us know in the chat, which one do you like more? You like the 97 or you like this 24 machine more? I don't know. I'm kind of digging this now that I get up and close here as Drunken Spider's flying that drone cam awfully close. So there's Adam Ramsey now finding himself on the track here. First time with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series here Saturday night. Andy Reeves out here with another good-looking truck from Shreveport, Louisiana. And again, folks, my voice still recovering from last night, Harpoon Design 500 event. We were live for probably over 4 hours. But, man, it was a great night. I believe we have over 820 views last I checked. So it was a great turnout for the fans and an even better turnout for the drivers. We had a full field, 43 entries in those Gen 4 Cup cars here, folks. Be sure to click that like button here and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to tune with all of our special events. And on the track, another newcomer. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Big Duke. That's right. The Big Duke is right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, taking the green flag. Let's hop on board with Big Duke. Big Duke down the backstretch here for the final time. His last lap here in qualifying action at Iowa Speedway. Coming out of turn 4, checkered flag in the air. Big Duke in that number 78 machine's going to cross the line. And ladies and gentlemen, not very quick. Going to be sitting 10th out of 12 cars or trucks that have hit the track. And we got a handful of others that have not qualified. One of which is right here, Dallas Seward. He's going to lose it. Oh, my. Well, Dallas Seward's going to be starting in the back. Nice job, Dallas. His driving skills are about as good as his, we'll call it carpentry skills. You know, I read a note. He used some caulking there in his bathroom on a remodel. I believe he had some remodeling issues either a week or two ago as well. But nonetheless, he used some caulking in his bathroom. And, folks, it was a year expired, so it was sitting there wet. So Dallas Seward, he's not much of a driver. He's not much of a carpenter. He's honestly, I'm trying to find something he's good at. But we're going to find out here tonight if he can figure something out. as we are ready to roll here, and it is official. Quick time, Landon Burbidge, top of the board of that number 2 truck. He's looking to go back-to-back here this week. Can Landon Burbidge do it? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get gridded up here tonight. Not sure about stages. Are we doing stages here? Give me a moment here, folks. Hang on. Nonetheless, it's grid time. We will get to that here momentarily. Let me send a note here in the chat. So, all right, folks, let's get the grid. It is time to get started up here and get pumped up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. We are here in Iowa with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. On the front row from the pole position in the number 2 machine, Landon Burbidge on his outside in the 48, Jordan Hand. Row number 2 on the inside, going to be the 33, Ryan Holler on his outside from NJB Designs. The 18, Noah Blackwell. Row number 3 on the inside, it's going to be the 54, Bryce Shoemaker on his outside. In the 6, he was racing last night in the Harpoon Design 500. It's Brendan Shute. Row number 4 on the inside in a good-looking number 8 scheme. It's Andy Reeves. On his outside, going to be the 51, Wyatt Mickelson. Row number 5 on the inside in the 15 with Maury Seiki on the truck. It's Dylan Carrier on his outside, making his debut here in the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. It's Big Duke. Row number 6 on the inside with Canes on the truck. It's the 31, the Prophet, Joseph Smith on his outside. A good-looking number 24. That's Adam Ramsey. Row number 7 on the inside, going to be the number 20 machine, William Connolly on his outside. The 3, Vincent Provenzano. Going back into row number 8 in the 97, making his debut here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series, Mike Coravu. On his outside in the 38, he's not much of a carpenter, not much of a driver. What's he good at? I don't know. It's a 38, Dallas Seward. Row number 9 all to himself, starting dead last, the 88, James Ifall. So there you have it, folks. Tonight's starting lineup here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. As always, we appreciate you tuning in here. Field is bunched up. We are ready to roll, about to drop the hammer and go green. Take a look on your screen on the left side on the tower. You're going to see some guys with some fancy light up in the background of their name. That means they are a playoff driver. We're going to have some more on the playoff information here for you shortly. Looks like our stages tonight are lap 50 and 100. So let me get that for the timing and scoring here, folks, so we get ready to roll, and we are good to go. Timing and scoring is set. We're going to take the green flag. This time around front row, it's going to be Burbidge on the inside, Hand on the outside. I don't know about you, but I'm pumped up. Pace car is in. The fans are on their feet, off their seats. Green flag in the air here at Iowa. Three wide through the field here, there in the second row, it looks like, but they're going to settle back here into double file. Here they rip it around the track here in the middle of nowhere of Iowa. First lap goes to Landon Burbidge, your race leader in that 2 truck. Meanwhile, we take a look at the 97, Mike Corvu in the 7th position from Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Let's hop on board and see what's going on with that 97 truck. Thought about right hooking that 18 and Noah Blackwell, but he thought otherwise. Blackwell was out here last night in our Harpoon Design 500 event, folks, man, and I tell you what, I hate to keep bringing it up, but that thing was an absolute banger. We had a full field of cars. We were in the Gen 4 Cup cars, and we were at Old Legacy Daytona. Noah Blackwell was out there in his number 18 machine as well. Landon Burbage just put down the fastest lap of the session, folks. He is pulling away quickly, already out front by 0.8 of a second. Look at the field trying to run down this 2 truck of Landon Burbage. Landon Burbage looking good, feeling good. He is out front here as Jordan Hand starts to reel him in a bit here. We're going to hop on board with that 48 truck. We're on board with that 2nd place truck, Jordan Hand. He is calm, cool, and collected here in lap number 6. Out of 50 of stage number 1 with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series, your top 6 all playoff drivers. And folks, I believe after next week, we're going to go down to a final 8, or not a final 8, we're going to go down to 8 trucks remaining in the playoffs. Taking a look at the playoff standings, I believe we have 12 in the playoffs right now. So we're going to go from 12 down to 8 here in just a week. Right now, Wyatt Mickelson right on the border. He is above John Kravarik, which I'm not seeing Kravarik out here tonight. So Mickelson going to be feeling good about his chances of advancing into the round of 8 up next. But we drop back a bit in the field here. Noah Blackwell in that 18 Toyota. Speaking of Toyota, it's time to pull up your Hutchinson Motorsports TV manufacturer standings. There you have it. In the Fords, Ryan Holler, the top running Ford. There's only 2 out there, but their average running position, 3.5. In the Chevys, Landon Burbage, your top running Chevy, running first, obviously. And with 6 Chevys on the track, average running position 8.8. And then the Toyotas, the slowest on the track, there's 9 of them. They're junk. They're running 10.6 average running position. So there's your manufacturer standings. As you see, a battle between Andy Reeves and Big Duke. Big Duke up 2 positions since the start of this race. Let's hop on board here with Mr. Big Duke. Let us know in the chat who you're pulling for here tonight. Watching some Redemption iRacing Truck Series action Saturday night on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Going back out front to your race leader, Landon Burbage here. He's led every lap since the start, trying to hold off Jordan Hand. Then we have Ryan Holler in 3rd, followed by Joseph Smith, and Wyatt Mickelson rounds out your top 5. Meanwhile, back in the 13th position after starting dead last, James Afal finds himself in that 13th spot, up 4 positions since the start of this race. Right now, your hard charger, though, looks to be Mike Corvu, newcomer to the league. Good-looking truck here for Mike. Can he get up to the front? He's gained 5 spots since the start of this race after starting 15th. He's up to 10th. He's got a big battle in front of him, though. Take a look at these guys making moves here, battling inside of the top 10. Heading back up to your race leader, Landon Burbage, 0.6 of a second ahead of Jordan Hand. Jordan Hand trying to reel in that 2 truck, but it is not an easy task as we hop on board here in the Hutchinson Motorsports TV dash cam. As we jump up to the Harpoon Design blimp, our eyes in the sky. Brantley Roden flying high after racing last night in the Harpoon Design 500. Boy, it was an up and down night for sure for Brantley. You know, he led, well, he was up front. I'm not sure if he officially led some laps or not, but he was running well, but I believe he was involved in an incident or two. Didn't get the great finish there, but man, what a finish we had last night. We had a big pileup, and we got some pretty sweet pictures, folks. If you join the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Discord, you can check those out. You know, I took a lot of 8K photos. Looking good there in our Discord. So check out the description here on the video tonight. There's a link to the HMS TV Discord. You're going to want to join in there as we are rolling into lap number 19 here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series on the world's #1 streaming service. That's right, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. That is a confirmed fact. Real quick, though, Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you. Go ahead, Larry.
I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
We are back here at Iowa. Nothing's changed out front here as we take a look at Mr. Big Duke in that 8th position in his number 78 Chevy. Started 10th, running 8th. Big Duke looking good here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. Meanwhile, Dallas Seward, he's done for the night, I think, folks. Starting park for Dallas Seward. Well done, Dallas. I just received word, folks, Dallas Seward's power went out. So, yeah, the 38 is done for the night. I'm going to guess he was probably the electrician in his home. My, oh my, Dallas Seward, not a great last couple of weeks here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. Had to send a quick message there to Dallas. Had a comment for him. I wanted to write down before I forgot it. But Landon Burbage, your race leader here in lap number 23. Looking good for Landon. He's led every lap so far. Let's see if he can keep Jordan Hand in that 2nd spot as we see Ryan Holler in 3rd. Joseph Smith running 4th. The Prophet Joseph Smith here looking to take over that 3rd spot. He's going to work on the 33 of Ryan Holler. Meanwhile, Dylan Carrier, man, this guy, I'm not sure what's up with him here at Iowa, but out of Kendallville, Indiana, Dylan Carrier looking like junk here, running in the 9th position. Normally we see him up front here, but that is not the the scenario here tonight for Carrier, as my screen decided to minimize. But hey, nonetheless, we're still clean and green here at Iowa on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. See what else we got going on the track. Mike Corvu running in the 11th position from Sturbridge, Massachusetts. We're going to jump back up front here, though. We see Landon Burbage starting to pull away. Jordan Hand was reeling him in there briefly, but race lead now up to 1.3 seconds on Jordan Hand. I have received word Dallas Seward was not responsible for the electricity going off in his home. I messaged him and I said, Dallas, I'm going to guess you did the electrical, right? Well, he confirmed he did not. So we're not going to pin that one on him, but we got a side-by-side battle right here. It looks like Ryan Holler trying to hold off the 54 of Shoemaker. Share Holler in the chat, pulling for Ryan in that 33 machine from Sarasota, Florida. Let's see what Ryan Holler can do here tonight. Appreciate you folks tuning in. Be sure to click that like button for us. Really helps us out. Drop a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for. All that good stuff, folks. You're watching some Redemption iRacing Truck Series action. Might be a light field here tonight, but these guys doing the best they can, you know, driving clean, keeping things interesting here as we roll into lap number 31. This time around here, Landon Burbage dominating this thing early on. Noah Blackwell finds himself in a side-by-side battle with Dylan Carrier. These guys, they've junked each other a few times this season. Let's see if they go back at it here. Blackwell ripping the top with Carrier on the bottom, but Carrier going to make the pass there and take over that 8th position as Blackwell looks to the inside. Let's hop on board. Oh, they're door banging each other here. Oh, look out. 15 gets loose off the corner. Man, these guys have a history this season. You might see that 15 at Carrier just junk them. Look at these crossover moves. These guys racing like it's for the win. Door-to-door battle here in lap number 33. This is for the 8th position. Dylan Carrier looking to the inside of the 18. Noah Blackwell makes the pass. Looks like Carrier going to hold on to the position this time. And, folks, we got a surprise for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have somebody to co-broadcast with me tonight the rest of the evening. Let me get him in here, folks, and let's confirm it. Dallas, Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do. You got me?
Yes, sir, I got you. Well, Dallas, looks like supposedly your power went out. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My power went out. I don't know if something happened outside somewhere else. I don't know. My power went out for a few minutes. So it took me a few minutes to get everything rebooted back up. But I guess here I am.
Well, you know, that's going to hurt your, I guess, playoff chances there. Or no, actually, you were already out, weren't you?
Yeah, I had to miss a race because of it. Hilariously enough, I was doing remodel work on my bathroom last week, and my attic is where I have my sim racing rig, and the wiring for my bathroom is tied into my attic, and I had to do some wiring there, so I couldn't actually even race last week because I was doing electrical work. This has nothing to do with that, unfortunately, just a strange coincidence, but yeah, so I was eliminated last week.
Yeah, well, hey, that's unfortunate. Well, at least you can make it back on here, and at least, I guess, to get a starting park. It looks like you're going to bring home 16th position tonight.
Yeah, actually, this track was a little tough for me, so I was just excited to get out there and turn some laps. I do like running Iowa. It's not my best track, but the race started off better than I was hoping that it would go.
There's the caution. Looks like we got our first caution of the night here, Dallas. I think Noah Blackwell, Dylan Carrier involved. We were just watching these guys battle, and, yep, looks like the 18 gets into the 15. He loops it around. They lock him up, and it looks like not a lot of damage. They both do clip that inside wall.
Yeah, I know Dylan had a tight moment earlier in this race too, and somebody came down in front of him. Yeah, it looks like Noah just got a little free on exit and just got into the back of Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, those guys had been battling for the last 10 laps or so, but Is Burbage? Oh, he's waiting for the. I was about to say what happened, but there we go. Burbage waiting for the pace car, but looks like Landon Burbage. He's led every lap. What's the strategy going to be? I believe pit road. You think pit road's open this time? Well, it looks like it is.
Yeah, I believe pit road should be open. Yeah.
That's going to spice things up here. You know, we got a caution for the stage here in 10 laps. So Joseph Smith looking to flip the stage, I guess, is going to be his strategy.
Yeah, we only have just enough tires to make it through about 50 laps a set. So pitting now is going to make those tire saving strategy a little bit more difficult. But I mean, pit now, don't run as hard until the end of the stage, and then start up front. So I mean, that's the way to take it, I guess. Yeah, caution came out at the right time.
Yeah, definitely so. You know, that gives Joseph some kind of different strategy to try out. Looks like we got Joseph Smith and Vincent Provenzano, I believe, are the only ones to go down pit road I'm seeing.
Yeah, it looks like that is to me. I'm trying to get my, I had to recalibrate my wheels fit off, so I'm trying to get my calibration up. I'm trying to get back into the sim, the actual session, so I can kind of get some different angles and stuff too here. So just bear with me. But
no
yeah,
problem.
yeah, tires are going to be key tonight. Trying to get 50 laps on a set's going to be difficult, and you don't want to burn them up early on. So I know I wasn't going to be burning mine up. I was just kind of riding around in the back, but that was a strategy some people wanted to take. So this caution going to help them get to the end of the stage, save some of that tire. But I mean, pitting now, I think pitting now is a great way to flip the stage. I like that idea.
Yeah, definitely give it a shot for sure. I mean, especially if I believe Joseph was running around the 4th or 5th position. So he's going to try something different. Landon Burbage definitely looks like he is the truck to beat so far tonight, though. Yeah,
Landon's unreal. Practice, he was super fast. I don't know what he's got on this place, but yeah, he's going to be difficult to beat.
And you better be careful what you say. You know, we got, I'm sure Anna Alessandro's going to pop into the chat eventually. So if you ever say anything bad about Landon, you're probably going to be hearing a knock on your door.
Well, that's fine. I can take him.
Well, looks like we're going to line them up here. Your front row is going to be the same. It's going to be Landon Burbage on the inside, Jordan Hand on the outside. And, yeah, well, so now, Dallas, if you could have stayed out there, realistically, what kind of run do you think you could have had? Like final position wise?
I think that I was probably good enough for a fringe top 10, probably 11th or 12th, depending on how. There's probably to be some attrition by the end of the race, so I could probably have squeezed out a top 10 once I got in the groove. I was kind of holding back a little bit just to feel out the track a little bit more. I had some difficulties in practice, but once I kind of got the line figured out, I was doing that. So I think I could have been a fringe top 10 tonight. We got some new guys running in here, but yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know, like you said, a few new guys, and one of them right here. What do you know about this guy? That's Big Duke. Is that his real name, Dallas?
I think his name is David, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how he joined. He joined not that long ago, so we haven't even really got the chance to talk with him and get to know him. But yeah, we had a few people join. I know Dylan put some stuff out there, but we're going back green flag racing here. Landon taking off like a bat out of hell.
Absolutely, and Big Duke is too. He almost took him 4 wide. Keep an eye on this number 78 machine. Big Duke looking to get to the front. He's up to 5th right now, working on 4th.
Sorry, I'm not the best with this commentating stuff quite yet. I've done a couple of them, but yeah, I think his I rating's up there, so it's going to be interesting to see how he runs. I don't know if he's just trying to feel everything out and just kind of get used to how everybody's racing, but he looks like he has a pretty good run going for him, trying to get to the inside of Ryan here, going in out the 2.
Yeah, Ryan Holler looking good so far. You know, we got Cher Holler in the chat. She's here every week, always pulling for Ryan, I believe, out of Sarasota, Florida. Let's see if Ryan can hold on to that 4th position as Duke looks to the inside.
Yeah, Duke is having a really good run tonight. Good to see that. I'm happy to get some new people up in here, so it's good to see them being competitive out there with us.
Absolutely. You know, we got some other new guys, and one of them a couple spots back. How about this 97, Mike Korb? We don't know much about him, but I know that's a good-looking truck.
It really is a good-looking truck. Yeah, we don't know that he just one of those new guys that just joined literally right before the session started. So it's good. He seems like a really nice guy in practice and kind of got along with us. So we'll see what he's about. But going to the outside of Noah here, coming out of turn 2, looks like battling for about the top 10 position.
Yeah, well, right now we got the Juicy Spider drone cam out there. That's Mike flying this thing around that 97, a Mike Corvu, and he's got the 8 truck right behind him. That's Mr. Andy Reeves. What do you know about Andy?
Andy's a pretty good driver. I haven't been able to race with him much. Obviously, I've been having some struggles this season, but Andy's pretty skilled back there. So we'll be able. It's interesting to see what he's going to do tonight too.
Absolutely. Looks like Bryce Shoemaker. He's kind of quietly sneaking up. He's up to the 2nd spot, and he's on that back bumper of Burbage. He may not be in the playoffs, but Shoemaker may have something for these playoff racers up front.
Yeah, Bryce didn't run too many races with us this season, but I know if he did, he'd be right up in there for the battle for the championship. Bryce has a killer machine with him tonight too. If there's going to be anybody that's going to be able to take it to land, Bryce is one of them for sure.
And then Joseph Smith, he is up to 3rd after pitting here just a handful of laps ago. We are going to have 2 laps left to go here in this stage this next time around. Now, Dallas, how do the stage points work here in the Redemption iRacing Truck Series?
Stage points work the exact same way as they do in the real life Cup Series. We pay out, or at least how they did. I think they still work that way. I don't know about the new point system, but yeah, you pay out the top 10 at the end of the stage. Obviously, first gets 10, and then 1 point down to 10th, and so on in between.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do believe the stage points did stay the same in NASCAR this year. They just took away that 1 playoff point to the stage winner is all they did.
Yes, I believe so. But Joseph trying to make it interesting here. I thought he would ride around and try to save with a set of tires, but he's going hard. He's trying to win this stage as we come to 1 to go in the stage.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, like you said, my guess is he was going to ride around, but no, he's roasting those tires. He's going for the stage win here.
As he drops it down below on the inside of Landon coming out of turn 2, he's going to take it all. He's got that tire advantage. I don't think Landon's going to have anything for him. As Joseph comes off at turn 4, he's going to take the stage win here in the first stage tonight at Iowa.
What a move there. Joseph Smith on the last lap of stage 1 gets the job done, wins the stage. You know, let's see if he's going to regret that, though, once the green flag comes out, because he's not going to be able to pit and get some tires here. So it's going to be interesting how this plays out as we're waiting for the top 10 to cross the line, and there is the caution.
Yeah, caution came out a little bit late there. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, well, hey.
Yeah, Connolly must not. Dylan just said enchant that he doesn't, so.
Yeah, you know, it seems like the caution has came out late here for the stages, I've noticed, but I think that's planned for whatever reason. I don't know how that works, but nonetheless, we're going to take a quick break, our first break of the evening. You just saw stage 1. It is in the books here. Joseph Smith, your stage 1 winner. We'll be right back here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We are back here at Iowa. Joseph Smith, your stage 1 winner. He goes down pit road, but no tires. He goes fuel only. So let's see. I'm looking through the chats. I am not seeing Joseph available for an interview. We were going to interview him for winning that stage, but looks like that can't happen. But nonetheless, looks like your front row, it's going to be Joseph Smith. Again, he's on those older tires. He pit just about, 10 laps ago.
Yeah, I was shocked that he took that run, and we saw him come down pit road during the break, and we didn't know what he was doing, but fuel only for Joseph. He's going to try to make that tire strategy work. We'll see if it pays off, but Landon's got a fast car starting up on the out. I think Joseph's taking the inside. We'll see if Landon can make a move around the outside. Take the front right away to start.
We're going to find out quick. I think you're probably going to see him drop. I mean, he's not going to drop like a rock instantly, but by the end of this run, those 10 laps of tire wear, they're going to add up.
Yeah, for sure. Pushing 50 laps on a set of tires is already rough the way it is. This caution helps burn it, because now it's going to burn about 6 or 7 laps of caution. So it'll help him out a little bit, but he's at the tire disadvantage. He did get them to cool off, which is going to help him out for a couple more laps. But I don't think he's going to drop too far down the running order, but I don't see him running as a contender to win this next stage.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, but he's going to warm them tires up. He's probably going to get a good jump here. It seems like it's tough to get that outside line going on these restarts, but we're about to find out as the pace car is in. Field is set. Joseph Smith rolls into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air. Your race leader, Joseph Smith, going to cover up here heading into turn 1.
And Joseph already clears Landon, takes the high line. It looks like Bryce is going to try to clear Landon on the low side. He's going to make a run for first coming out of turn 2. He's to the inside. Oh, he gets loose on the exit. Oh, has to cut off in front of Landon there. That's going to send Joseph clear out to the front as they go into 3. And it looks like Duke is making a run on the high line, trying to take second away.
Yeah, Bryce Shoemaker, like you said, he got loose coming out of the corner, and that thing could have been deadly. Thankfully, the 2 of Burbage did check up for him.
Yeah, corner exit here at Iowa. That's where my difficulty was in practice. You got to throttle control is super important. But it looks like David gets up into the. I think it's David. I think that's what his name is. Duke gets up into the wall, and that allows Bryce to come through. And Landon's trying to take away third as they come out of turn 4, coming across the line.
Big Duke doing what he can to slow down this 2 truck of Burbage as Joseph Smith continues to lead this race out front, but it looks like the 54 of Shoemaker is quickly reeling him in for that race lead.
Yeah, Shoemaker with the fresher tires. I think it's not going to be much of a battle for Joseph. He'll try to hold him off, I think, as long as he can, but Bryce should be able to make the move here, if not this time, at least by the end of next lap. But yeah, he's going to make a run to the inside here. If he can make it stick coming out of turn 2.
Seems like the best way to defend is just to hold that top line, just so you can get the exit here. Going in, you're going to lose some speed, but it's all about that exit speed, and Smith trying to hold on to that race lead, and he's going to for now.
Yeah, you can take a lot of momentum if you have the high line on quarter exit. You do lose it in the front end, but the momentum really carries you through. Bryce is going to end up making the clear pass, but Joseph's going to cut underneath. And Bryce just scraping the wall as they come out at 2. It's a battle for first as they come down in. Landon's trying to take second away to the inside now. We're almost 3 wide off of turn 4. This is exciting.
Boy, you saw the slide job from Shoemaker. I think that was a little early. I think he could have just waited another lap and took the position himself. But nonetheless, it works out as he holds on to the race lead. Bryce Shoemaker in first, Landon Burbage in second, down underneath your race leader of Shoemaker.
Bryce has a fast truck. He wants to get out front. He wants that clean air, and he wants to lead this race. Joseph is spinning behind him. We'll see if the caution comes out. Joseph does spin down to the infield. It looks like we will stay green for now, but unfortunately for Joseph, those tires, I don't know how he's probably going to want to come down and change them, I think, after that one.
Yeah, honestly, if you're him at this point, you just got to kind of deal with it. I think you got to stay out there under green and just hope there's a call. There it is. Caution's out. Okay, I think there was a tangle up there in the back. I hear some apologies over the radio. I'm not seeing on my log, though, what happened. Mike Corvu is junk, trying to find out what happened.
Oh, I know Joseph was apologizing. I don't know if he came back up on track and just didn't see him.
Take a look here. So here's Smith after spinning out, goes down pit road or by pit road. Then I think he just comes straight back on the track, I'm guessing. Let's take a look. Oh, no. Oh, my
Oh, he
God.
does. Oh no, to the new guy. Oh,
Oh,
Mike.
well, Mike
Oh, that's not
Corvu.
something Joseph does either.
I think he thought, he probably thought the field was clear, but Joseph Smith just shoots straight up the track. Poor guy, Mike Corvu, new guy in the league. He's got to be thinking, what in the hell is going on in this place?
Joseph was wondering if anybody was out there. He gave it a good mic check, and Mike was there. And oh man, up into the wall. I think it's got to burn his fast repair early, man. Oh, that sucks for the new guy.
Well, at least he's got that fast repair to fall back on. So Mike Corvu's got that 97 truck fixed up. And, hey, the caution comes out. It does help Joseph Smith, I guess. But it's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out here. Bryce Shoemaker, your race leader. Burbage second, followed by Duke, Carrier, and Holler rounds out the top 5 here in lap 64.
We did have some pit stops. It looked like Jordan Hand came down. I think Smith is getting some damage fixed. Vincent came down. And then James comes down too. Interesting choice to come down. I don't know if we'd be taking tires.
Let's see, I'm looking at some pit stop times here. Jordan Hand, 5-second pit stop. So looks like it's going to be fuel only for these guys. Vincent Provenzano had a 10-second stop. It could have been 2 tires. James Afal, I don't know. He had a 16-second stop. So, oh my God, he almost just absolutely annihilated the 3. But James could have took 4 tires. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Might have had some damage or something. So we're just going to have to wait and see how this works out for that 21 of James Afal.
Chuck says 88. He wants the number 88. We just forgot to change it over in the league. So he should be 88 for the rest of the season, I believe. Match that truck number, that gorgeous Mountain Dew truck. But this battle up front's going to be interesting. We got Duke up there. He wants to take charge in his first race with us. Dylan, he didn't think that he was even going to be a contender tonight. He was just points racing to try to stay in this. But he's up here. But Landon and Shoemaker tossing haymakers to start this second stage.
Yeah, I was looking at Landon earlier. He was running 9th there, battling with Noah, and I was thinking, man, maybe Dylan doesn't have much for him tonight, but it looks like he's figured something out. He's worked up into the top 5 out of Kendallville, Indiana. So definitely keep your eyes on that 15 truck here, as we're going to go green next time around, it looks like.
It's interesting. Landon going to the top here, get that jump and try to keep Bryce down to the inside. But yeah, Dylan is sneaky. He'll try to tell you that he's not good, and then somehow by the end of these races, he's always up front. I don't know how he does it, but he's same with him and Noah. Noah's sneaky too. You might not have a good race, and you'll find him up there. But yeah, interesting choice to take the top here.
Yeah, and Dallas, if you would keep an eye on those point standings. We know Mickelson was on the cutoff line, sitting right at 8th. I know I don't think we're doing an elimination this week, but I think after next week, we're going to go down to the Elite 8 or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we had that race get canceled because of that, or postponed because of the storms across the country a couple weeks ago. So yeah, we are about a week behind. So it's not this week, but it is next week. But yeah, that points battle, Jonathan's not here, and I don't think Xavier's here. Top 8 should be able to get some points here. So we go green, and Bryce takes off and just clears Landon. Wow.
Boy, Burbage has been struggling here on these restarts. Let's see if he can get that 2 truck going. Going to try to keep that 78 of Duke in the 3rd position.
Duke trying to show that he belongs with us tonight, and he's going to try to send it in there on Landon. I think Landon's going to be able to keep the position, try to regain his composure, and try to catch back up to Bryce as they come off. But that battle for 2nd is going to be interesting. Meanwhile, you got battle for 4th is heating up too. I think Ryan just passed Dylan as they come down into the corner, but
there you have it. Dylan Carrier ripping the top here, trying to hold on to that 4th position. Ryan Holler on the bottom in the 33. Consumer Cellular, I believe, on the truck here. Interesting to see Consumer Cellular out there here at Iowa. Running to the 5th spot. We got one into the infield here. Adam Ramsey.
I didn't see who that was. Ramsey, I believe he's one of the new guys that joined us tonight as well.
He just lost
Probably
it there.
Just got loosed off. Yeah, just gets loosed off corner exit. Corner exit will get you here. It's snap. You don't expect that you're running through. You got the throttle in it. You got the wheel going, and all of a sudden everything's just pitching sideways on you. So
Yeah, now, here at Iowa, I'm not sure if you're familiar, they do the Dale Jr. 400 here in the mini stocks every year on iRacing, and it's actually a fun event. So you and a teammate sign up, and it's a team, and you guys do 500 miles around Iowa, and you both have to run, so many laps. And last season, actually, me and Jesse, we randomly woke up one morning, we saw that event going on, we hopped in, and somehow we won the race.
I find it hard to believe that you won anything in your life there.
Whoa. No, hey, believe it or not, it's actually true. I think, so somebody didn't believe me when I told them about that event, and they Googled it, and they found some YouTube video. Somebody was streaming our session. So there is proof out there on the internet. I don't remember whose session or who it was that went live, but yeah, there is proof somewhere.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's a fun track. It's hard. It's a driver's track. It takes a lot of control, especially throttle control off corner exit. You got to keep that wheel steady. As Landon is really trying to take it to Bryce here, trying everything he can to get around him. He really wants that lead in that clean air.
Yeah, Landon definitely the best truck here tonight. He is trying to get back to the race lead, looking to the inside of the 54. Can Shoemaker hold on and defend this race lead as these two start to run away?
Landon keeping that momentum on the bottom. He's going to stay to the inside of Bryce, and this time going to try to clear him into 3, and not believe he's going to be able to get it. Bryce is going to have the momentum coming off the corner. See if Landon's able to clear him. Bryce is still there as they come side by side come across the start finish line. Landon's probably going to try to clear him into 1. No, Bryce is coming back on the outside, still side by side.
Wow, we're on board with Bryce Shoemaker. He's holding on to that outside line. That is the best way to defend here at Iowa. Shoemaker doing a great job as Burbage is a little faster, but can the 54 hold him off?
Even if he's not able to hold him off, just keeping him down to the bottom line is going to burn Bryce or Landon's tires more. So Bryce is going to be able to save some tires, even if Landon's going to be able to get by him. It does look like he's going to clear him coming out of turn 2 this time.
Yeah, so he gets the job done here. We got a battle back here. Wyatt Mickelson and Noah Blackwell duking it out for the 7th position. Looks like Mickelson going to take the spot this time.
This mid-pack racing is really, really good tonight. Obviously, Bryce and Landon kind of have everybody cleared, but everybody's 3rd through about 10th right now is right on top of each.
And don't count out Jordan Hand.
Really good. Jordan Hand's trying to get to the back bumper of Noah.
One thing I'll say about Jordan Hand, he's got some of the best, short run speed. You can see him, for 10 laps, he can battle with anybody. Sometimes he might burn the tires up, but, he can be really quick on these short runs.
Oh, yeah, Jordan's very methodical on what he does. He might not be there. He's going to find a way to be there at the end of these races. He's always in contention here, and this midfield battle is impressive. Jordan going to carry the momentum, try to get to the inside of it looked like he tried to get to the inside of Noah. I wasn't sure if he quite made it there. Does not look like he did.
It looks like we got a $1.99 super chat coming in from Skull Vikings 4. That's Daryl Young Jr. And Daryl says he might be a little bit intoxicated at the moment.
What better way to watch a race in Iowa than to be drunk, right? What else is there to do in Iowa if it's a drink?
Yeah, pick corn, I guess.
Funny story was that they on TV they're always talking about this track's in the middle of nowhere. Me and my wife went to the Kansas spring race last year, and we were driving down I-80 through Iowa, and we just see a sign that says Iowa Speedway, and we're like, huh. And we look right off the highway, and there it is. It's in a pretty busy area, so it's not in the middle of nowhere, surprisingly. It's a gorgeous facility to see in person if you're ever able to make it. And clearly the racing is good as Bryce is still trying to take it to Landon. He's right on his back bumper.
Yeah, he just will not give up. Bryce Shoemaker trying to keep up with that 2-truck Landon Burbage. We're here in the lap number 30 out of 50 here in stage number 2. And Skull Vikings 4 with another $1.99 super chat. He says 3 pale ales and he's crying wasted.
3 pale ales. I figured he's $1.99 for 2 of them. Give that extra $1.99 for the 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's an inside joke. One of our buddies, Marshall Harris, he's a character, but Marshall Harris one night was telling us how hammered he got, saying he was crying when he got home, this and that. And after about 20 minutes of shaking him down, we finally found out he drank 3 beers.
Oh, what a lightweight. I can't even comment. I drink non-alcoholics myself. some medications I'm on, I can't drink, but 3 beers and then you're going to be that drunk? Come on, man. What are we doing?
You know, it's Marshall Harris. You know, you'll have to meet him to understand. This is definitely a funny guy. But Ryan Holler making a move on the 15. This is a battle for fourth. Dylan Carrier trying to hold him off.
Dylan must have lost the momentum for Ryan to come up that quick behind him. Ryan is able to make the pass. We'll see if Dylan can regain. It looks like he's struggling a little bit with his truck. But Ryan was really good in practice, too. He knows his way around here, trying to make his way up to the front.
And how about this guy here, Brendan Shute out of Rockland, California, finds himself in 7th here after starting in 6th. You know, last night we had the Harpoon Design 500 event. It was 500 miles at Old Daytona in the Gen 4s. Brendan was out there, and he had definitely had a good time, he said.
Yeah, I was hoping to make that event, and unfortunately my work schedule didn't work out for that. I was hoping at running that. I like running bumpy Daytona. Old school Daytona is so much fun, especially in the Gen 4 cars. I was able to see a little bit of the broadcast last night. Didn't quite get to the finish of it, but it looked like you guys had a good turnout for it.
Absolutely. I think we have, I think we're pushing 1,000 views or so on that video already, which feels good. But nonetheless, look at Noah Blackwell looking to make a move on the 51 machine of Wyatt Mickelson here in a battle for 7.
Yeah, this battle is heating up. I mean, 6th through 10th, throw a blanket over them. Joseph trying to claw his way back into it after some early incidents and winning the first stage. I mean, Jordan's even trying to make a run to the inside of Wyatt now. This battle is awesome for about 6 on back.
And we got another awesome battle here for the 3rd position. Big Duke on the bottom with Ryan Holler on the top in that 33 truck, side by side for 3rd position.
Ryan making that outside work right now, and he clears them for 3rd. We'll see if Duke's able to make a move back, but Dylan trying to make his way back up there into the 4th position. You're going to try to carry some momentum down to the inside. Good battles all over this racetrack.
Right now, taking a look at the last 5 laps. You know, the fastest truck on the track, kind of surprising. Adam Ramsey, actually, the quickest truck on track. Not sure if that's due to pitting under green, but nonetheless, he is the fastest car here in the last 5 laps. Landon Burbage, your race leader, in 2nd. Then we have Bryce Shoemaker, then Ryan Holler, followed by Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith's lap time is, for him being at the back of the field and being in traffic, those are really good lap times, but just those front 2 of those lap times are identical and clearly the class of the field right now.
Absolutely. So just 12 laps left to go here in stage number 2. Landon Burbage trying to pull away from that 54 of Shoemaker out front by about 0.3 of a second here at Iowa.
It's like the biggest lead that Landon has had in a while, and it's still not even that far up there. They're still pulling away from 3rd place too, but this battle up front is going to be really good. Maybe Price is trying to hold back a little bit, save some of his tires for a run here at the end of the stage.
Yeah, you know, you got Ryan Holler back there in 3rd. He's a couple seconds behind these 2, but looking at lap times, Ryan Holler actually a little bit quicker than your race leader last time around, but he's not got enough time to reel him in.
Yeah, and it looks like Duke is trying to make another run to his inside too. That's going to slow Ryan down a little bit. These guys are still pulling away up front. This battle for 3rd is heating up.
And we got another battle right here. Joseph Smith gets into the back of the 6, or maybe the 6 just got loose. I didn't see it, but it looks like the 6 of Shute goes into the infield there. Not sure if he hits the wall. Looks like he's got some damage. Looks like he did.
I believe he just got loose. I don't think Joseph hit him. It looked like there was some room in between there.
Yeah, I think so. I think he just got loose off the corner there with Smith right on that back bumper. But nonetheless, we're still clean and green. 9 laps left to go. It's going to be Burbage, your race leader, then Shoemaker, and Duke takes over the 3rd spot for now in a side-by-side battle with Ryan Holler.
Ooh, Duke's taking the air away from Ryan. Ryan's not having it, getting pinched to the outside here. That's going to allow Dylan to try to get to the inside of Ryan. Ryan going to try to see if he can keep that momentum to the outside of Dylan. But if Dylan's able to stay to his inside, this is going to be a great battle coming into turn 3.
Carrier looking to cover up there on the bottom. Can he get a run coming off as the 33 of Holler trying to hold on to that 4th position side by side? 7 laps left to go in stage number 2 with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series.
7 more laps, and the racing couldn't be. You'd be thinking this is the last 7 laps of the race with the way these guys are going. carriers to the inside of Holler. Yeah, you see that Schuett getting back onto the track. Should stay out of the way of everybody, or at least clear them.
Yeah, we're on board with Big Duke in the third position, trying to keep Carrier in that fourth spot behind him. 6 laps left to go here as we jump back out front. Landon Burbage with a 4 to 5/10 of a second lead.
Yeah, Landon seems to be pulling away now. I don't know if Bryce is trying to gear up for one last run. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. Landon, I mean, still pulling away. That's 0.6 of a second as they go into turn 1.
Yeah, he's really liking his chances to take home this stage, but still needs to complete 5 more laps as Shoemaker starts to fall back here. We got Schuett on the fresh tires, going to get around these guys and get one of his laps back.
Yeah, Schuett should be able to get his lap back and then get the lucky dog. So, I mean, for his mistake of getting loose there, he's going to at least be able to be back on the lead lap. And, yeah, it just doesn't look like Bryce is going to have anything for Landon anymore.
So there you have it. Schuett makes the pass. He is now 1 lap down, and like you said, looking to get the lucky dog here when the caution comes out in 4 laps. So Schuett kind of dodges a bullet there, but still has a lot of work to do as he's going to have to start in the rear of the field.
He's going to have to start in the rear of the field, and he's going to have that tire deficit because he was running hard to get his lap back. So those tires are going to be pretty burnt up. With the long last stage, he might be able to play some strategy and get that back going.
Now, what do you think the strategy in stage 3 is going to be? Are these guys probably going to split the stage in the middle for the most part, or maybe some varying strategies out there?
I think splitting it in the middle is the way to go, but I wouldn't surprise me to see somebody hope for a caution and just stay out there as long as they can. That's what I would do, is just run long, but that's usually my hope and pray at trying to have a good finish usually.
Absolutely. Here looks like it's going to be 1 lap left to go here in stage number 2. Landon Burbage trying to take home this one as he has a 6/10 of a second lead. Shoemaker second, Big Duke third, Noah Blackwell trying to take over the 4th spot. And I tell you what, these two have a history. I don't know, you would think these two hate each other the way they race each other every week. Oh my God.
You could say Noah has history. A lot of people's coming up into Carriers are coming off here. They're not going to give an inch. They both want this.
Dude,
Noah's able to pass him for the line. What a battle.
If I'm Dylan, I am junking him. But there it is, folks. Caution is out. Landon Burbage, your stage 2 winner. It's going to be Shoemaker second, Duke third, Blackwell fourth, and Carrier giving him a little payback here. Oh, yeah, Noah Blackwell not
Dylan,
happy
I don't know.
there,
I don't know if Dylan would have dumped him, but Noah definitely would have dumped Dylan in that situation. So we'll be able to see how these guys run the rest of the race here. Noah definitely made that interesting. But where did he come from? He wasn't even in the top 5 and ends up finishing 4th.
Wow. You know, and I'm hearing some exchange over the radio. Can't really hear it all. I kind of got it on a low level so I can focus on the broadcast. But, folks, we're going to take a quick break. Landon Burbage, your stage 2 winner. We'll be right back. They're going to head down pit road. We're here at Iowa with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. We'll be right back. We are back here at Iowa with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series, your Stage 2 winner, Landon Burbage. Let's try to pull him in here for a quick interview here, folks. Know he's available. Let me find him. All right, looks like, well, I thought I just saw him. There he is. Okay, sorry. Landon, Blake, and Dallas up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hey, a great stage for you. You know, you're able to hold off a hard-charging Shoemaker there and actually get around him, and you bring home a Stage 2 win. It looks like you might be the truck to beat here for the final stage.
The truck definitely feels pretty fast tonight. Kind of feeling like I might hopefully win this race. I don't want to jinx myself, but car definitely feels really fast, and I'm able to run that white line, as you can see on the broadcast, pretty well, to where I'm able to get up to the rear of the car in front of me and pass them on the inside.
Yeah, no, you're looking fast. You definitely look like the truck to beat. Dallas, what are you seeing out of this 2 truck of Landon Burbage?
Yeah, Landon, you're the only one that's been able to make that bottom work and at least to keep the tires underneath you. I know Bryce was keeping the momentum on the high side. You think he has anything for you tonight?
He might, honestly. He's a pretty fast car. It was kind of a little hard to pass him there in the second stage, but yeah, I think he'll probably have a chance.
Absolutely. Well, hey, it looks like you guys are about to drop the hammer and go green this next time around. We're going to send you back to your team and wish you the best of luck for the rest of this one, Landon.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So there was Landon Burbage, your race leader and Stage 2 winner. He's going to be the car to set the pace here, so should get a better start this time. But we're going to have to find out and see what happens as we're about to drop the hammer and go green. Pace car's in, Dallas. Take us green.
Rolling into the restart box here, and Landon gets a big jump. Whoever's been able to lead the field is taking a big jump. I mean, they're already clear by 2 truck lengths as they head into turn 1. Bryce to the outside, and Duke trying to take it to the inside of Bryce as they come into turn 2.
Yep, side by side through the whole field as Landon Burbage hopes they stay that way so he can pull away. Shoemaker trying to hold on to that second position here on the top side.
Still 2x2 throughout the rest of the field as they come off the corner. Bryce is able to clear Duke as they come through. We got a caution.
Mike Corvu is junk. Let's see what happened for Mike. Oh, he just loses it.
Yep, corner exit bites again. Looks like he's able to avoid contact, so that's good because he had to burn his fast repair earlier. So whatever he's got now is what he has to finish the race with.
Yeah, bad news is, though, he's going to have some flat spots on those tires as the field waits for that pace car here on lap 107. Kind of shocked the caution came out there for the solo spin, but nonetheless, caution is out. It's going to be Burbage, Shoemaker, and Duke, your top 3.
It'll be interesting now that I think Bryce, he got the jump the first time on Landon, and Landon got it this time. If Bryce has learned anything from what Landon's doing, if he's going to be able to stay with him on this next one. And then Duke is taking him to, he's showing that he wants to be up there for the win tonight.
Yeah, it seems like, he kind of started off a little slow, but he's figured out this track as the nights progress. So still a long way to go. Still 92 laps left here tonight. And definitely seems like he is one of the top 3 trucks for sure. So he's not up there on any kind of fluke or anything.
Yeah, it's always difficult when you run for the first time with a new group of people because you don't know how any of them race, and you don't want to, especially when they're in the playoffs, you don't want to come in there and interrupt what they have going on or cause any problems. So he's took it a little bit easy at the start, and now he's coming back up there. Shows that he's here to play and he's here to win. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the rest of this race. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be good for sure. And let's take a look at the playoff standings again. Wyatt Mickelson was on the cutoff line whenever this race started. And let's see what else we got going on as I'm taking a look at that graphic that Dylan sent me earlier.
Yeah, I think Wyatt and Vincent were on that cut line. Wyatt trying to make up some points there. But then, the battle on Ryan, so Holler on up. You have Hands leading, and then you got Joseph in second. Noah is in third, and Noah's strong this part of this time of year. So This tight battle with everybody there. Landon's currently 4th in the playoffs, looking to make a big jump up in there.
Absolutely. Don't count out this 18 truck. I mean, he definitely finds pockets of speed out of nowhere, it seems, pretty often. So right now finds himself in 4th, but his good buddy Dylan is right next to him. So keep an eye on these two for sure.
And then Jordan Hand back up there in 6th. This is going to be Joseph back in 7th. We got some fast trucks here in the middle of the field.
Yeah, got some heavy hitters out front for sure. Looks like we're going to get the 1 to green this time around. And folks, appreciate you tuning in. Be sure click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for, what you got going on tonight. You're watching Saturday night action with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. And a big shout out to our sponsors tonight. As always, HarpoonDesign.com. Paint start at just $25. Go on over, HarpoonDesign.com. Fill out the form. In a couple of days, you'll have a fresh paint.
A lot of good-looking paint schemes out there tonight, Blake, don't you think?
Absolutely. You know, and honestly, that 18, Noah Blackwell, he does some great jobs out there with his NJB designs as well. So a lot of great painters out there on iRacing.
Noah's insane. He's learned so much. He's so quick, and for how young he is, he does such a good job. I mean, there's been times where I've messaged him and be like, hey, can I have this paint? And it's coming minutes. He has to back out to me, and he does a pretty good job. But lining back up in here as we're about to head to the restart zone.
There you go. Landon Burbage sets the pace here, jumps off again. You know, the race leaders had such an advantage all night long on these restarts. Nothing's changed here. Burbage out front. Big Duke takes over that 2nd spot. Then we have Shoemaker, Carrier, and Smith as they're all duking it out.
Shoemaker falling back. He might fall back to 4th here as Dylan's trying to take it out onto the inside there. Dylan's going to take it to the inside of Duke, trying to get the 2nd spot away. Joseph back up in the 5th, coming to the inside of Bryce, coming off turn 4. We're side by side for 2nd on back, coming across the line.
Joseph Smith finds himself back up into the top 5 as he gets around the 18 of Blackwell, looking underneath the 54 of Shoemaker, side by side as Burbage starts to pull away. He's already a 2nd out front.
Well, Burbage is loving what he's seeing in the mirror right now as these trucks battle. We're almost 3 wide, going 3 wide. We are 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Oh, Joseph trying to take his way back up there, trying to take 3rd away from this spot. You have Bryce taking it to the outside in 3rd place of Duke, and now we have Joseph going to the inside. Bryce gets a little bit loose, almost takes out a couple of trucks. Oh, man, we have chaos coming up here at the front of the field.
Well, these guys are going 3 wide. Landon Burbage just put down the fastest lap time of the session. He has checked out. 2.5, it's not going to matter. Dylan Carrier off track. Let's see what happened here.
Oh, just gets loose. Turn 4 bites again.
Just one more time here. Yep, that's what happened. Just gets loose off the corner for Kendallville, Indiana. Man, that's unfortunate. Dylan Carrier had a great night going. He's going to have to get that truck back going once we go back green again. Man, that's unfortunate for Burbage. He was out front.
Racing, it's so good.
Burbage just up and left the field. He wanted that thing to stay green to the finish probably at that point.
Yeah. Oh, he checked out. Those trucks are getting smaller and smaller in his mirror, and he was loving what he was seeing back there. Those 3 wide battles slowing everybody down. He was checked out. He was in his own zip code.
Yeah, well, folks, we're going to take a short break here. We're going to thank one of our sponsors, Juicy Spider Studios. They do some of the best stuff in the business. Take a look at this beautiful commercial, of course, done by them. We'll be right back.
JS Racing. We're in the game.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
And we're back here at Iowa. Landon Burbidge, your race leader. Nothing's really changed. I don't think hardly anybody went down pit road, as it's going to be Burbidge, Duke, and Smith, your top three. Landon Burbidge going to have to try to get another good jump after doing it just about 10 laps ago.
Now he's got some new players up there he hasn't had to deal with. He's going to have Duke starting alongside him, and then look who's back. Joseph finds his way back up to the front.
Absolutely, as we're going to get the 1 to green this next time around here at Iowa. This is our 6th caution of the night. Did you maybe expect to have this many cautions this early on here, Dallas?
It's interesting. You never know what's going to happen, and usually the beginning of the race is to kind of set the tone for how it's going to be, because everybody's trying to get a feel for the track and get around each other. So when we didn't have too many cautions to start the race, it just kind of makes you think that it's not going to be a super caution heavy race. I thought there was going to be a little bit more incidents tonight, just because how loose the racetrack was, but it's been pretty clean racing, just a couple of single car spins.
Brian Alessandro in the chat, he says, I call BS on that last caution, and that is a relative of Landon Burbidge. I believe it's a grandpa. I'm not 100% though. Could be the dad.
Yeah, I don't think Dylan. I think Dylan was trying to take it down to the infield too, just so the caution didn't come out. He definitely didn't want to bring the caution out for that.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that's the bad thing with iRacing. I mean, sometimes you'll have a parking lot on the track and they won't throw the caution, and other times you'll have somebody spin into the infield and they throw an instant caution. So, unfortunately, you never know.
Yeah, iRacing bites again. I remember there's been a couple of incidents I've had this year where I've been half sideways and making contact with people, and the caution didn't come out, and it is what it is. But unfortunately for Dylan, now he's got to go to the back as we are coming up to the restart zone.
Yeah, we're about to drop the hammer, go green. We're going to go green on board with Ryan Holler in the HMS TV nose cam as they roll towards the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air here again at Iowa.
Looks like a much tighter restart. It doesn't look like Landon was able to get clear as much as he wanted to. Joseph tended to take it to the inside of Duke, and he wants to get his way back up to the front. It looks like Joseph gets a little loose coming off the corner. Now Noah's trying to take it back to the inside, trying to make it 3 wide coming down into the corner.
Noah Blackwell, he has found some speed. He's right there on the back bumper, sitting in 4th, looking to get to 3rd as we got a side-by-side battle for 2nd between Smith and Duke.
Duke is going hard on the outside of Joseph as they're coming off the corner. Joseph, we're going to clear Duke. It looks like Noah trying to take it way down to the inside of Duke, trying to take 3rd away. Duke staying strong on the outside, not going to let Joseph clear quite yet as they come off turn 4.
Looks like Smith gets the job done, covers up, takes over the 2nd spot. That's going to move Big Duke back to 3rd with Noah Blackwell going to work on him for the spot.
Duke taking a shallower entry, not letting Noah take that, but Noah's going to get loose off of the corner. He saves it. That's going to allow Ryan to come through. Ryan's going to take 4th away from Noah.
Well, it looked like Noah might have got on the gas a little early that corner, and it just got him loose coming off on exit. And nonetheless, he has saved it, though. He's going to keep that truck in the 5th position as Burbidge is out front by half a second.
Burbidge not able to clear the field by much this time as the field is able to get more single file, and Joseph is back up there, and we know he has a fast truck tonight. He just wants to take away the top spot and show that that earlier spin isn't going to get to him. Landon makes contact with the wall coming off the corner. That's going to allow Joseph to get even closer.
Joseph Smith railing him in quick here. Burbidge is going to have to get it back together so he can keep that 31 truck behind him. But we're single file out front. Looks like the closest battle on the track I'm seeing is probably this one here for 3rd.
As battle for third has been tight all night long. Ryan making his presence known. Duke is holding strong in 3rd. He has been able to maintain 3rd throughout this entire race for the most part. It's for the new guy. He's coming on strong tonight.
There you have it. It looks like the 18 of Blackwell with a mishap by the 33 looking underneath Holler for 4th. Can Blackwell get back up to the 4th spot?
Noah having to take the tighter line to the inside, not able to carry as much momentum as Ryan was, but Noah letting his tires cool off from that slide just a few laps ago. Ryan looks like he's going to get a little bit of momentum trying to close in on the back of Duke.
Receive confirmation. Brian Alessandro in the chat is Anna Alessandro's husband. That means he is Landon Burbage's granddad. So Landon always bringing the family out here to watch him. And let's see if he can go for back-to-back wins. He's just 75 laps away from it.
Yeah, Landon trying to make his family. We got a caution.
I have not seen anything in my logs here, folks. Looks like Carrier off pace. So I assume he was involved. Let me take a look if I can find out. Oh, the 54 gets into the 15 and shifts him sideways. So there you have it, folks. Bryce Shoemaker gets into the 15. Not sure. Let's see this replay one more time, and you let us know what you think in the chat here. Who's at fault? Hang on here, folks. I believe it is this next corner. I don't know why it jumped to that one. Let me find the actual connection here, right here. Take a look. Do it again. So does a 15 come down or does a 54 come up? Let us know in the chat what you think. What do you think, Dallas?
It looked like the 54 got a little bit loose. Dylan was coming down. He was going to hold him tight, but it did look like the 54 got loose just ever so slightly and came up into the side of Dylan. I'll have to take a look at that a little bit more later on.
Things are going to get interesting here. We got some varying strategies. Big Duke from, I believe, the third position down pit road. We got Jordan Hand, Bryce Shoemaker, Provenzano, Carrier, and a Fall all down pit road. Everybody else staying out.
Looks like it's Duke is taking tires. This is interesting because I don't know if he has another set of tires left. I believe we only had 4 sets, so it makes sense that this is his last set. Jordan taking tires too, so this is going to get interesting.
If they had 4 sets, that means they had 4 changes. So I think that would mean they had one more, right?
The way Dylan made it sound was that I never even got to change my tires when my power went out, so I didn't even see for sure how many we had.
We'll have to wait and see.
Sounded like to me that we only had 3 extra sets.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe we can pull a driver in and receive confirmation. Let's see who's in the chat available. Let's take a look. Noah Blackwell. You know what?
Jordan available?
Oh yeah, Jordan. Let's pull Jordan in here. Jordan, is Blake and Dallas up in the booth? You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah. What's going on?
Hey, not much. You know, we just watched you. You went down pit road. You got you some tires. We were going to ask you, do you still have another set of tires, or was that your last one?
Yeah, I got another set. I didn't take one early in the race. So, yeah, I definitely got one more set.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Now, how you feeling about this strategy? You know, you're going to lose a little track position, but you're going to have those fresh tires underneath you.
It's about the only shot we got. I cannot stay in this track with the new repave, to be completely honest with you. So I figured we'd switch it up and, just do something different than everybody else. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, you know, I honestly, I think it was a smart decision. Dallas, what do you think?
I think it's a smart decision, too, just kind of come off strategy, especially with, Landon's checking out of everybody, and anything you can do to try to get the upper hand on him would be an advantage. I saw that Landon and Joseph are playing bumper cars up here, too.
All right.
That's something that you never thought of here. Landon up front, leading every lap.
Well, hey, nonetheless,
I love the kid.
Hey, if this strategy works out, though, maybe you'll see yourself up there leading some laps, Jordan.
Hey, well, fingers crossed, and we'll see.
All right, well, hey, I'll send you back to your team. Wish you the best of luck for the rest of this race here. There's just about 70 laps left to go here at Iowa.
10-4. Appreciate it, buddy.
Jordan Hand in that 48 truck. He's going to be restarting around the 9th position. I'm really liking this strategy. I think it's going to pay out for sure if we can stay green.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get an untimely caution here. If he doesn't, this might be the strategy. This is what I would do to try to take a little bit of advantage, and I think it's going to work out for him.
Pace car is in. Field is set. Burbage, your race leader. Green flag in the air. He jumps out once again.
Burbage getting a huge jump, but it looks like Joseph is going to be able to clear for second. Nobody's been able to be clear of second off of these restarts. So if he's able to get clear, he might be able to catch back up to him. We got 4-5 battle going on back here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you saw Jordan Hand. He shot off like a rocket. We got one sideways. I think he's able to save it, but Jordan Hand, he's going to try to get those tires warmed back up, and he's going to put them to work as we hop on board with the 48 Jordan Hand in the 9th position. Let's see if he can start gaining some ground with those fresh tires.
You've got to be careful with the fresh tires on these restarts. His truck is going to be very loose. That's the hardest part to battle, or for the first about 5 laps of the run, just battling the looseness of your truck. But meanwhile, we jump back up to the front here, and Noah's trying to take it to the inside of Joseph. Noah trying to go for second place here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the 31 of Smith trying to get that truck rolling since this restart, and he's going to hold on to the spot for now as Ryan Holler is right behind these two.
Ryan Holler trying to make it a 3-car battle for second, and still holding strong on the outside. I think it's more impressive that Noah's able to keep to his inside. Oh, this battle for second is really, really good.
And they're going to continue to battle. And right behind these guys, how about Adam Ramsey, involved in an incident earlier, finds himself in 5th, newcomer to the league. Good run so far. Let's see if he can keep it up as Blackwell looks to take over the second spot. He's going to do so with a slide job.
He clears Joseph. Joseph's not going to be able to carry any momentum to try to take it back. He makes that slide job work. We'll see if Ryan's able to try to go back after Joseph. But Noah, with the cleanest air he's had all night, will really be able to make a charge up towards Landon, who was pulling away because of their battling.
And here are the guys with the fresh tires. We saw Big Duke and Jordan Hand both get the fresh tires. They're starting to work through the field as they get around the 8 of Reeves. Now they go to work on Dylan Carrier next.
The faster these two trucks can dispatch traffic in front of them, the better it will be for their tires. They got to take advantage of this advantage early. Good that Jordan was able to clear him behind him. We'll see if Duke's able to make a path for him to come forward.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to roast those tires, but you definitely want to put them to work. Everybody's going to have to pit one more time, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, these guys on the fresh tires are obviously not going to be pitting the same time as the rest of the field if we stay green.
No, they shouldn't be. It'll be, you can do a couple different strategies of trying to run it long and just do a really strong short run at the end. Or do you just do you take a really, really short run this time and just kind of go even back out with the strategy later? There's kind of a couple different options. You can go take tires at that last caution.
Yeah, you know, if I'm Duke in hand after getting fresh tires, just, I don't know, with 70 laps to go, I'm probably doing a long run and doing a 2-tire stop to finish the race. But we're going to have to wait and see if this thing stays green. It's definitely going to get interesting. We got a battle for the 3rd position again.
Yeah, the two orange trucks are coming at each other, and Holler trying to take away 3rd. Joseph struggling on that outside. Surprised to see that with how strong he was earlier. Ryan's able to make that inside work. He's been able to make that inside work all night. See if he's able to take away 3rd from Joseph.
They continue to battle for this 3rd position. We look back here in the field, see what else we got going on as Jordan Hand is on the back bumper of Duke. As again, these guys both have fresh tires. Thought they'd be getting through the field a little bit quicker, but still plenty of time left for them.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought that they would make quick work to get up at least to the top 5 by now. Maybe they're just holding off a little bit. I'm surprised that the 4 tires right now aren't as big of an advantage.
Yeah, but 60 laps left to go, so the pit window is going to open up for the rest of the field, the guys that did not pit under that last caution. So the halfway point of this final stage is going to be in about 10 laps or so. It's going to be interesting, you know, if you want to go down right at the halfway point or try to wait it out, because, I mean, we've seen a handful of yellows here tonight, and it's pretty risky to pit under green when a yellow can come out.
It sure is. These cautions are going to help these guys in running a little bit longer, which will help make a shorter run at the end. So I think trying to run this tire stint out as long as you can would be helpful for those guys who haven't pit yet.
Yeah, we go up to the Harpoon Design Blimp, checking out this battle right here. Just a little bit further back, Adam Ramsey trying to hold off Dylan Carrier in a battle for 5th, and he's not going to hold him off as he loses 3 spots in one corner.
Really wondering what happened there. I wonder if that's a new driver thing, or he's just, all right, you guys go at it, I'll stay back behind you guys, or if he had a problem going into that corner. But now with Duke, he's he's able to get to the inside of Dillon. Now with those fresh tires, he might be able to make something happen here.
He needs to try to get around him as quick as possible here. Try to separate himself with that 48 of hand, because that's really who he's racing right now, because he's on the same strategy. But we still got a ways to go here in lap 57. Burbage, your race leader. We got a battle for the lead as Noah Blackwell has found some speed.
Yeah, Noah's coming on really strong tonight. He just seems to do that in these late race, especially. I'm sorry. He seems to be doing that late in these races often. He's going really strong to Landon. I wonder if Landon's holding back a little bit to try to save more tires towards the end of the run, and Noah's going a little strong, but Noah's making it interesting.
You know, smart call by Noah. You know, if I'm Noah, just roast these tires up here these next 5 or 10 laps and then head down, get you 4 fresh ones. Do it again as he looks to the inside. Does Blackwell have enough speed to take over the race lead?
Noah giving him space. That's Noah's usually going to push the boundaries there and try to push him up as much as he's possible. Well, Noah's being very gentlemanly up front here as these guys are going back and forth. Noah's still taking it to the inside, but keeping it clean so far as they come across the line. Noah finally taking the top spot.
Yeah, Noah continues to race him clean, not like he did Carrier earlier, as they're side by side going down the backstretch on the top side. Burbage still your race leader. He's going to hold on for now.
Landon not so happy to see Noah get to his inside, not because he might lose the lead, but also that's bringing 3rd place and 4th place back closer. Noah's taking a little bit more of an advantage on the inside. We'll see if he's able to make something happen here as they go down into 1.
Well, if you're Noah, you need to throw a slide job. There he is. There's a slide job as the 2 gives him a bumper on exit. Noah Blackwell, that's a clean pass there. You know, he threw the slide job, might have checked up a little bit, took a bump, takes over the top spot out of Roseville, California.
Yeah, that was a good move by Noah there, and it cut off Landon's momentum, and that brought Joseph even closer there as they come into the corner. Oh, this battle is heating up. Now we have the top 6. They're all single files. Top 7, I believe, all one kind of nose to tail here.
And this definitely helped out these guys with the fresh tires as Big Duke looks to the inside of Ryan Holler. Again, he's got the fresh tires in the entire field right in front of him, taking over the 5th spot.
Every time Duke goes to the inside, Jordan's loving what he's seeing. That just gives him another path forward. Duke picks off a car. It's going to allow Jordan to pick off a car too. And Ryan staying strong to the outside. Oh, Ryan has something for it if he can get back towards the front.
Yep, side by side for 4th here. Ryan Holler trying to hold up this hard charging 78. How long can he hold them up? Looks like they're going to stay side by side, going through the front stretch into turns 1 and 2.
Duke with that tire advantage. He's going to be burning his tires more on that inside, trying to keep that position. Ryan at least able to save a little bit of tires, but Duke able to clear Ryan as they come through the corner. Jordan wasn't able to get to his inside, so Jordan might struggle trying to get around Holler a little bit, but Duke able to make his way into 4th.
And a reminder, Duke in the 4th position and Hannah in the 6th position. They have 25 lap fresher tires than everybody else as they went down pit road on the last caution. So they're going to go to work now as Duke is working on that 3rd place truck of Joseph Smith next.
Duke having a little bit of a gap there. Joseph trying to put the pressure on Landon a little bit as Noah's taking a gap out towards the front. I believe Dylan did come down for his pit stop too, so pit window is open. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, you know, what do you do? Do you go down pit road, short pit the field? But again, you're risking putting yourself a lap down if a caution comes out, but that might be the right call if it does stay green. So it's going to be interesting to see. If you're Noah Blackwell, you're probably just watching your rear view mirror, and as soon as you see Burbage go down next lap, you do.
Yeah, I think that's what Noah's going to have to do here. Fortunately, I think with this truck starting to get spread out, now we got some laps on these tires. Handling is going to be a little bit better at the moment, so that risk of caution isn't as high. Somebody who's wanting to pit, I think you take advantage of it now, especially for somebody like Landon and try to get that track position back.
Absolutely. And if you're Burbage, you got to be thinking, okay, the 78 of Duke is coming up behind me on fresher tires. He's about to pass me. Maybe I just pit now before he slows me down a couple of laps trying to make that pass.
Yeah, I think if you're Burbage, you just kind of let Duke take the position. Don't push too hard right now. Just run your own race at the moment, knowing that you're not going to have anything for Duke to don't hurt yourself by getting further away from the leader, battling him.
But we've got 45 laps left to go. Dallas, do you remember how long a full fuel run was while you were out there?
I wasn't 100% positive. I wanted to say it was about 60 laps, but I wasn't sure.
Right now, you know, the guys that did not pit last caution have about 53 to 54 laps out there. So, I mean, we're probably going to have to see them head down pit road here by lap, I don't know, we'll say 40 to go or so. So we'll keep an eye on them as Big Duke trying to go to work on Noah Blackwell for that race lead. Right now down to 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, Noah's able to just run his own race right now, not having to worry about pressure out the back. So Noah running some nice, strong lap times. Duke pushing on strong. With those cautions, we're able to help save some fuel, so they might be able to stretch it a little bit longer. But I feel I haven't. Some of those people that haven't pit since the beginning of the stage, I'd be wanting to come down and get some tires soon.
It's going to be interesting. Are any of these guys going to maybe drag this thing out as far as possible? Maybe get 2 tires, or who knows? You know, we're just going to have to wait and see. If I'm Noah Blackwell, though, I mean, you got the race lead. You don't want to pit from the race lead and get 2 tires and lose it on a weird strategy. So if I'm Blackwell, I'm probably going down. I'm getting 4 with 40 laps left.
Yeah, I don't think right now would be a 2-tire call. Maybe if there was about 20 laps to go, you'd probably try to push it with 2 tires. But yeah, if you're going to come down anytime right now, I think 4 tires to call. And if I'm Noah, I'm staying out there as long as I can. You got a nice big lead. Then the car right behind you is recently pitted, so he's tired. You're going to have the tire advantage later on. So if I'm Noah, just keep out there until these guys like Blandon and Joseph come down and take their pit stops.
Yeah, Burbage holding on to the 3rd spot right now. We got a side-by-side battle for 4th. Hand with the fresher tires, but he's just kind of caught up where he is. Doesn't really have anywhere to go.
Yeah, he wasn't able to make the moves like Duke was. He's trying to get around Landon as he cuts down to the middle as they go 3 wide coming off the corner. Jordan keeps to the inside. He should be able to make this tire advantage work to get around Landon and start to make a move towards the leaders. But Landon falling back here in this run.
Jordan Hand, he's doing some aggressive moves. I mean, he's been patient the last few laps, but he says, all right, boys, I've waited enough. I am squeezing through this hole. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Jordan with that pit stop not that long ago. He wants to take advantage of these tires as he washes up high. That allows Joseph to get down to the inside. Joseph trying to take the spot away from Jordan. Landon's still holding on strong to 3rd, but Joseph's trying to make a charge back up there.
These guys are duking it out right now as we hop on board with Joseph Smith in the 5th position, down underneath the 48 of Jordan Hand.
Joseph keeping it strong there. Jordan trying to get around. He's trying to take advantage of these tires while he can, but unfortunately he's just not able to, and this is hurting him. That pit stop strategy isn't going to work out in his favor, unfortunately, at the moment. I think there was a change for the lead, if I'm not mistaken.
We just missed a pass for the race lead. Big Duke reeled in Noah Blackwell with those fresher tires. He took over the top spot. Let's see the replay of that.
I'm almost wondering if Noah just didn't let him by when he got. Yeah, that's what Noah did. He's like, I'm not racing you. You have the tires. You're not even on my strategy. Yeah, you go out there. I'm just going to keep running myself. So Noah, I think that was a smart move on his end. Duke, though, taking over the lead. He's here to play tonight.
Noah Blackwell, 62 laps on these sets of tires. When does he go down pit road to get some fuel? My guess is any moment. Joseph Smith down pit road.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much longer they're able to go out there. Oh, yeah, Joseph coming down. This is going to cause some pit stops to happen. I bet you Landon came down too this time?
Landon and Holler just come down pit road this time.
Down this time.
Yep. So when does Blackwell, you know, if you're Blackwell, again, you're losing about every lap around. You're losing about a second. You know, his best lap earlier was a 23.5. Right now he's running 24.5s. So again, remember, every lap he stays out longer than those guys, he's losing a second. So needs to start thinking about that here in the long run.
Yeah, I think he has a couple of laps to play with. He did have a nice big lead over them. The interesting battle is going to be between Burbage and Smith on who comes out ahead. Smith coming down 1 lap sooner than Burbage. Is he going to be able to take advantage of that out lap with those fresher tires to pass him?
And another thing to think about, what are Duke and Hand going to do? They both have that extra set of tires in their back pocket, but when do they use it? My guess is they're not going to go with 4 tires. I think they stretch this thing out, maybe take 2 and some fuel.
Yeah, for sure. For Duke, you just run this thing out as long as you can, because when Jordan's your closest competition right now, I don't know if anybody who's pitting right now is going to have the ability to run you down in the amount of laps.
Blackwell
As
down.
Noah is going to pit now.
Yeah, and then another pro, you got to think of this strategy, staying out there as long as you can. If a caution comes out, I mean, you're sitting pretty. I mean, you can pit, you're going to be on the lead lap. So, again, I think this is just a great strategy. It's a safe strategy as well for both Duke and Han.
I think so, too. Is they're going to open up the door where if there is a caution, even in the next 20 laps, you could possibly do the two-tire strategy. But with everybody being a lap down right now, this is working out almost perfectly for Duke and Jordan.
I'm looking at some pit times. I am seeing Dylan Carrier had a 10-second pit stop, so I think he took 2 tires. So he's trying it out. I'm not sure that's going to work out for him as he went down pit road on lap 158. Oh, no, that was the last caution. So, yeah, he took 2 tires on that last caution and right now finds himself 7th.
Yeah, he unfortunately had that spin earlier, and I think that hurt him with a set of tires. And
Ramsey
the
just
strategy
crashed
back here.
of,
It looks like Joseph was able to keep in front of Burbage.
Take a look. Ramsey crashes here. Looks like he's going to lose it going into the pits maybe. Overshoots it.
Yeah, this is a tough pit road to get on if you're if you don't do a lot of practice, especially with that flat entry in the pit road. So I'm not too surprised to see that. What I am kind of surprised about is the fact that Noah did appear to come out behind Joseph and Landon. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought Noah was supposed to stay in front of them.
Well, I figured it would. Again, he stayed out there an extra, 4 laps or so. He didn't have that big of a lead. So I'm looking at some lap times here. Noah Blackwell, his pit lap time, so the entire lap around the track was a 46.9. So that counts pit entry and everything. And then you have Landon Burbage ran a 45.9. So Burbage gained a whole second going down pit road. Plus, he pit earlier, saved some time there as well.
Oh, this might not work out for Noah. Then Landon with a better pit road entry. That tire advantage that even coming a couple laps later, I don't know if that's going to be enough to overtake the deficit of trying to pass at Iowa here. We've shown that passing, unless you have a tire advantage, kind of coming at a premium.
Yeah, he's got 3 lap fresher tires. I mean, definitely possible. He's got the speed, and he's actually looking on that back bumper right now of the 2.
Yeah, Joseph's happy to see this because I think Joseph is he's the one leading his strategy. So the more that these two battle, the more he can check out and have a chance to possibly run down Duke here.
We saw Joseph Smith taking a look. He pit on lap 164, where Burbage pit on lap 165. Blackwell pit on lap 168.
Yeah, so Noah will have the tire advantage over Landon. That might be enough of a difference for him to get around him. But yeah, Landon's truck this last stage is not looking as strong as it did at the beginning of the race. Landon is falling off.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. When he had that clean air out front, he looked unbeatable. But Burbage, right now, he's struggling to keep that 18 truck behind him. Noah Blackwell out of nowhere just kind of found some speed like we talked about earlier. He seems to do this often.
Perfect, and Noah's going to use that lap truck as a pick to keep down to the inside. Yeah, Landon doesn't want this battle to be happening with Noah right now. He needs that clean air, and he needs to not be having somebody who's inside to even have a chance of running down Joseph.
Blackwell going to try to cover up here coming out. Can he clear the 2? Not going to do it yet. That's going to cost him a little bit more time here with 24 laps left to go. Right now, you're watching a battle for the 5th position. Blackwell takes it over.
Noah knows there's not much time left. He needs to do what he can to try to get back up to Joseph. If he wants any chance of having this, we don't even know if Joseph's going to be battling for the win here with the laps ticking down, and Duke and Han are still out there on their strategy. So this battle is going to be heating up if Noah's able to get to Joseph, but I don't even know if Joseph's going to have enough to here at the end.
One thing to remember, though, again, if that caution comes out, take a look. We only got 2 cars on the lead lap right now. I mean, they will get the wave around after your top 2 pit, but they're not going to be able to pit after that. So they're basically not going to have a shot at this race if a caution does come out. But we got 22 laps left to go here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series here at Iowa.
Dylan's trying hard to stay on the first car lap down, but Joseph with the tire advantage, Dylan pit so long ago. He's not going to be able to hold that position. So unfortunately, I don't think Dylan's going to be able to have a run here tonight. Joseph might be in position here. He gets loose. That sends Noah down to the inside. I don't believe Noah made contact, but Noah's not going to be happy about that. That allows Landon to get back to his outside here. Noah's going to have a couple of laps here to kind of regain.
That 15 might get sent into the catch fence here. I know they got some history here tonight. He is not going to give him any slack. Carrier better let him go.
Yeah, I think he knows what the battle is here, and Carrier's just going to let him by.
Big Noah's Duke down
much
pit
stronger
road.
than him anyways.
Race leader Big Duke down pit road here. Let's see what he goes with here. Maybe right. Was that 4 tires? I think Big Duke took 4 tires. That's kind of surprising.
That is interesting. I thought for sure he'd take 2 there to try to stay out in front.
No, it wasn't 4 tires.
I think
it was a 9-second stop, but I saw his left side go up. So I don't know if he got left.
He would have taken rights then, I bet.
Yeah. So I have no clue. We'll have to watch this here as Jordan Hand going down pit road this time. He's going to pass the lead on to Joseph Smith most likely.
Yeah, unfortunately, that strategy earlier isn't going to pay off. This might, though, if he's able to run a little bit, just go out there, run a couple of laps, and then a caution comes out. These leaders, this might help Jordan and Duke, but unfortunately, that earlier strategy just doesn't quite look like it's in the cards for him tonight, as Smith is going to take over this race lead.
Well, the good news for Joseph Smith, you know, that big mishap from Noah Blackwell after he got loose down onto the apron, that cost him a lot of time. So right now, Smith able to hold off Blackwell, but race leads only at 0.6 of a second, and Blackwell seems to be reeling him in.
Yeah, Noah's pushing hard. He wants that clean air so he can check out. And Joseph knows what his battle is right now, and Joseph's battle is just trying to keep those tires as fresh for as long as he can, knowing that Noah's going to be trying to catch up and trying to make a move on him later. So Joseph allowing him to get a little bit closer, but Noah's pushing really, really hard right now.
So this alternate strategy, Big Duke leaves pit road in the 6th position, you know, again, but he's got fresher tires. Even if he's got 2 tires, they're still going to be fresher. I'm thinking he's going to be able to get to that 33 of Holler, might be able to get to the 15 of Carrier. So I'm thinking Big Duke's probably looking at a top 3 finish potential if it stays green.
Yeah, Big Duke's having an incredible race for his first time out with the Redemption boys tonight. As Noah's catching up to the back bumper of Joseph. This lead's going to get very interesting to see if Joseph races him hard or if he's just going to let him go and try to make that back up that move later. But Noah down to the inside of Joseph. They are side by side for the lead coming across the line.
Well, Blackwell is the truck to beat now. I mean, just with about 70 laps left to go, he just turned on the afterburners, and he's just been whooping everybody, honestly, ever since then.
Yeah, Noah has been shot out of a can in the second half of the race. I don't even really think we mentioned him at the beginning of the race other than his incident with Carrier. So Noah's trying to clear him as he can, but Joseph's not going to let him, staying strong on the outside as they come into one.
In the chat, Connor Gerard says, looks like there's only 10 trucks out there right now. That is true, but, man, you wouldn't be able to tell with all the racing and passing that we have seen here in the last, 100 laps.
Yeah, the last 100 laps of this race have been incredible, and with 14 more, it looks like Noah's cleared Joseph, and he's on his way out there, so see if Noah's able to start pulling away, but Noah definitely looks like the guy to beat here with 13 laps to go.
Yeah, honestly, if this thing stays green, I mean, you may as well throw the checkered flag. I don't think anybody's got anything for Noah Blackwell right now, but still a bit to go here with 13 laps remaining. Joseph Smith in second, Landon Burbage third. Then we have Big Duke just taking over the 4th spot from Ryan Holler.
This race might not be over yet. Duke is coming, and he is coming in a hurry. Already back up to 4th, and Landon's not too far ahead. He should be able to get rid of him quickly and make a run towards these leaders. Duke might not be out of it quite yet.
Yeah, you know, he's just gained half a second on the truck in front of him, and he made a pass, so he's definitely going to – you're going to see him take over that 3rd spot here pretty quickly, but does he have enough time to reel in the top 2?
Yeah, he's going to be able to get around Landon here, if not this lap, for sure next lap. If he's able to clear him this lap, he might be able to make a run up for second and possibly the lead.
Looks to the inside here, and he's going to make the pass pretty quickly. Burbage just going to let him go. So let's see if Big Duke can reel these guys in. He's about 3.5 seconds behind your second-place truck of Joseph Smith.
Yeah, Duke is coming in a hurry, and Noah's pulling away. Smith just trying hard as he can to hold on, and it looks like Smith's battle might not be with Noah tonight, but with Duke for second.
You know, I'm looking at lap times. Big Duke's last lap, a 24.1. Race leader's only about a tenth or two slower, so Duke's going to have to pick it up here if he wants a shot. He's going to need to try to shave, I don't know, 0.4 of a second a lap to reel these guys in.
This was Duke's first lap with fully clean air as he was able to make that pass. It'll be interesting to see how much more time he gained. It does look like he's coming, but I don't think he's going to be able to come fast enough.
Yeah, it looked like he ran a 24.05 that time. Joseph Smith ran a 24.4, but Noah Blackwell was a 24.2. So in my opinion, I mean, you might see Duke get to the back bumper of Smith, but I don't think he's going to have the time to get to your race leader unless something crazy happens.
With 8 laps to go, time is running out, but as we know, caution can change everything here, and Noah does not want to see a caution. This is battle for second. Landon is just falling back now as Holler's able to get around him. What a turnaround for Landon, who looked like he was the truck to beat earlier.
Yeah, Holler takes over that 4th spot. Burbage drops back to 5th. Wow, we thought he had the win in the bag almost earlier. Well, he'll be lucky to hold on to a top 5 run as we jump out front to Noah Blackwell with 7 laps left to go.
This is Noah's race tonight up in Iowa, and he is checking out. He's able to. Joseph lap times are about the same, but I think Noah's just kind of trying to keep pace and keep the tires underneath him, knowing that there could be a late caution that he might need to save some as they're coming down to 6 to go.
Yeah, Big Duke gained about half a second on Smith, so you might be able to see a battle here for the second position by the time this thing ends. Let's hop on board for a lap, see if Duke can reel in Smith for second.
Duke's certainly loving to see that Smith has a lap truck in front of him that he has to try to dispatch. This is going to help him catch up as he is down within just over a second behind Smith. This isn't quite over yet. Duke might be able to pass for second.
The 31 of Smith trying to get around this lap truck. He says, get out of the way. I'm trying to hold on to second. 5 laps left to go as a 24 is not giving in.
And it doesn't help that there's even another lap truck in front of him with Vincent slowing him down too. So Joseph's trying to count the laps down as fast as possible to try to keep Duke behind him. But Duke is coming, and Duke's going to be there in a couple of laps.
Yeah, about 0.8 of a second behind Smith for the second position with 2 lap trucks in front of him. Let's hop on board with Big Duke as he's licking his chops to park this 78 truck on the podium here at Iowa in 3 now laps left to go.
Duke is hungry, and he is hungry for some chicken as that Raising Cane's truck is catching up and getting bigger in his mirror. Although Vincent in front of him is going to slow down his exit a little bit, but Joseph is right in front of him. He can see it, and he is hungry for that second position.
We hop on the deck lid cam of Joseph Smith trying to hold off Big Duke, and here he comes. 2 laps left to go. We got a battle for second developing.
Noah Blackwell is checked out. Noah Blackwell with 2 laps to go. This is in the bag for him unless there is a caution. Joseph just trying to hold on to Duke. 2 laps to go here. The gap isn't getting much smaller this lap. Joseph saved a little bit in the tank, but Duke makes the charge to the inside, coming to 1 to go.
White flag in the air. Final lap around Iowa. We don't have to worry about any cautions. Who is going to bring home the second position as Blackwell has checked out? He's got almost a 2-second lead as they come out of turn 2.
Duke trying to carry the momentum. Joseph gets a little bit high. It's going to slow down his exit. Duke taking it to the inside on a slight touch advantage. But Joseph's going to stay strong on the outside. Try to keep that momentum as they come down to the line.
Duke takes home the second position, but Noah Blackwell, your winner here at Iowa Park in that NJB Designs number 18 machine in Victory Lane with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And what a finish there for second, folks. Let's take a look at this one more time. Look at this.
Duke able to make that tire advantage work on the inside. Joseph doing what he can with that outside line, trying to keep that momentum, but it just wasn't quite enough as Duke is able to just edge him at the line.
Beat him by a nose there. What a battle as Big Duke puts it on the podium. Noah Blackwell going to do some burnouts. We're going to gather some of these guys for some top 3 interviews. Don't you go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in a minute. We are back here at Iowa. Noah Blackwell parks it in victory lane with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. But time to pull some guys in for some interviews. We got our top 3 ready to roll as we pull up our beautiful Hutchinson Motorsports TV results page. Take a look there. Noah Blackwell, Big Duke, and Joseph Smith, your top 3. Let's start off with the Prophet, Joseph Smith. Let's get him in here. Joseph, Blake in Dallas up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey.
Hey, a great race for you. You win a stage and you put it on the podium. Looked like you had a shot there for the win near the end, but Noah Blackwell just kind of shot out of a rocket ship.
Yeah, I'm just happy. It was a good points day. I was mainly focused on just getting as many points as possible so I didn't have to worry about the cutoff.
Yeah, well,
But yeah, it was a good points day.
yeah, it definitely was. And you had quite the battle there at the checkered flag. Big Duke and you were side by side. He seemed to get you by a nose, but what a battle there to finish the race. But hey, Dallas, what'd you see? Oh, sorry, go ahead. You kind of cut out there for me.
Yeah, no, my internet's dying. I had problems with my truck being too tight all day, and I couldn't loosen it up, so just, yeah.
Absolutely. But Dallas, what'd you see out of this 31 truck here today of Joseph Smith?
Yeah, Joseph, you were fast at the beginning of this race, able to take that first stage, and then you had that incident in the second stage start off. Was able to make a charge back up to the front there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make it work. I think you're probably the only person who's going to complain about a truck being tight this race. It looked like a lot of people were slipping and sliding out there.
Yeah, I spun out. I saved it. I swear on everything. I was staring at the mirror, and I truly did not see him in my mirror. So I merged back up the track, and I get hit, and I'm like, oh no. There was someone behind me, and I just begged, or not begged. I just kept repeating, I'm sorry on the radio. I truly didn't see that guy in the mirror. I felt so bad. So
yeah, that was a weird angle that you took there with that. That happens. It's a racing deal. It happens, man. I wouldn't worry about it too much there. But congratulations to you coming back, finishing third after that incident, and what a race out there.
Thank you.
Well, hey, before you head out, though, you got any shout-outs or anything for our fans at home, Joseph?
I'd like to shout out my sponsor, Fishbead. Thanks to my team, Chesapeake. Thanks to Western, he brought me in this league, and he's going through some stuff right now, so this podium was for him. And my parents, as usual. So, yeah, that's about it.
All right, well, hey, congratulations. You win a stage, and you put it on the podium here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series at Iowa.
Thanks.
There was your third place finisher, Joseph Smith. Time to bring in the newcomer to the league, Big Duke, after making a pass, taking over that second spot. Duke, it's Blake and Dallas up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How are y'all tonight?
Hey, pretty good, but what a run for you. You know, you do the alternate strategy, but I mean, you had speed all night long, and you really kicked things off here in the Redemption iRacing Truck Series with a bang, taking that second spot there at the checkered.
Yeah, I was gonna really screw up. I was dead set on taking 4, and I guess I clicked off the left side, so I wound up just taking rights, and like I sat there for a second. I was like, well, hell, I guess I'll go. So I would have been further back if I would have taken those left. So I was off, but I'm happy with the P2 coming in and racing hard with the guys. It was good.
Yeah, you know, you had speed, especially that second half of the race. It seemed like it took you a bit to get going, but once you figured it out, you definitely had a race-winning speed.
Yeah, God, I can't remember the 2 guys, whoever it was that were leading the first half of the race. I thought they were just gonna march on away. I thought we were racing for third, the first part of that race, if I'm honest. But yeah, I kind of found a rhythm, found a groove mid race, and was just putting down laps and
Yeah, it definitely worked out. You know, like you said, we thought that in the booth here too. I mean, Landon Burbage was just in a rocket ship, and then I don't know what happened, but ends up, I think, 5th here. But Dallas, what did you see out of this 78 truck?
Yeah, it was first race with us. It was interesting to see. I know first races can be a little bit difficult trying to get, especially when you jump into a league that's this late on. But it was probably took you a few laps to kind of get the feet wet and kind of get the vibes of what was going on. But you had a strong truck tonight, and it was fun watching you trying to battle through there and make it really interesting at the end.
Yeah, I haven't raced Iowa in since they updated it in the trucks, I don't think, and it was just a little bit different. But it was good. It was a hell of a race. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were interested with that tire strategy. You and Jordan came down early at that caution and pit, and we didn't know exactly what was going on there. If you guys had extra set of tires and saved one, and we were kind of jumping back and forth that was going to be the strategy, and it almost worked out in your favor.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I would have came in about 3 laps earlier to take that final stop. I missed it. I knew I was going to have to figure out how to short pit it or what lap to short pit it in, because I could have went to 184, but I didn't want to go that long once everybody started pitting. But I missed it by about 5 laps, and went over by about 5 laps and wasn't able to rebound all the way back up to the field. But it was fun. I wish I wouldn't have screwed up on that, but it was a good time.
Yeah, well, hey, a great run for you and a great starting race here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series to get a good warm-up before next season. Before you head out, though, buddy, you got any shout-outs or anything for our fans at home?
Yeah, quite a bit. Actually, I got to shout out Jordan for inviting me, or Mr. Hand for inviting me over. Glad I could get in here, so I appreciate it. But everybody over at Yes Car, MVV Travel Co., Andy's Towing in Middle Tennessee, Thermal Sweep, and then everybody over at Yes Car that helps out with the leagues and stuff. I greatly appreciate it. But and then you guys for broadcasting.
All right. Well, hey, again, congratulations. A great run. You put it in second here at Iowa with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series.
Yes, thank y'all.
That was Big Duke, your second place finisher, but it's time to bring in the star of the show, the guy that got the job done. Let's get him in here. Noah, Blake, and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
Where did you find that speed there? You know, the front half of the race, it looked like you were kind of a field filler, and then you just turned it on, and basically nobody had anything for you.
I have absolutely no clue. I think, honestly, me having to pass all those cars and everything, I learned a new line, and I merged them together, and then it worked, and then I just kept chugging along, and then the tires wouldn't wear, so I just sended it every corner, almost like qualifying, and I have no clue how it stuck. I really don't.
Something makes me wonder. I mean, something different happened by the end of this race because, I mean, again, Landon Burbage, the first half or, 3/4 of this race almost looked like he was untouchable. And then at the end, I mean, he just kind of looked like a different guy was in the field. And, and you were the total opposite. So I feel like the track conditions might have changed or I don't know, something happened.
Definitely with it getting darker, the grip went way up so I could push out the corner more. I think they were a little too scared to push out the corner. Obviously these pedals I have help. No, I mean, it was great.
Now, rumor had it, Noah, I mean, there's a lot of stir going on around the garage. That's your experience from last night's Harpoon Design really helped you out tonight. Is that true?
Honestly, it feels good to get redemption because it did not. I mean, the first 100 laps of that race, I was doing great. It was awesome. And then I just kept getting spun. And then I didn't finish too well, but.
Yeah, well, hey.
No. Yeah, I think it did help with that.
Yes, Discord's having some lag issues here, folks. So people are going in and out a lot. But Dallas, what'd you see out of Noah here, other than just domination in the back half of the race?
Well, I thought it was going to be typical Noah, and then Noah started running into everybody in the field and then making them upset. And I was like, here comes Noah, and that's what he's going to do. And then nice Noah came out in the second half of the race, and I don't know what happened with you, Noah, but you became the fastest car on track by a landslide, and it was just you picked everybody off, and you couldn't even be stopped. And where was this in the first half of the race, man?
Honestly, never ran the new Iowa. I was very good at the old Iowa, so I just I had no practice. I had to get used to it again. But no, I want to say sorry to Landon because I had that thing happen with me and Dylan at the end of the race, and I just really didn't want to have to repass Landon because it's hard to get past Landon. He's very good at aero blocking and doing everything he can to keep me behind him, but he understands. And I want to say sorry to Dylan as well because I didn't get much sleep last night, and when I don't get a lot of sleep, I am a hothead. So that is on me. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well,
No, it was fun watching you slice and dice your way back up there through this race was really exciting tonight, and you were definitely a big part of that.
Well, hey, great race for you, Noah. You park it in victory lane. Again, sorry if I'm stepping on anybody. Discord is just lagging for everybody. It's definitely a Discord issue, but nonetheless, you park it in victory lane. You got any shout-outs before you head out, though, Noah?
My family, the broadcast for amazing broadcast again, unmatched quality, amazing quality. NJB Designs, I guess. You want to paint, although I'm not really looking to do that anymore, but yeah, thank you.
Well, hey, congratulations, Noah Blackwell, your winner here with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series at Iowa. We'll send you back down to your team, Noah, and you can get some celebrating in.
Thank you.
Wow, what a race, Dallas. Again, there were some chats that saying like, wow, there's only 10 trucks left. But, I mean, we saw action the entire time. It kind of felt like there was 30 trucks out there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even notice any of the trucks weren't in there because everybody that was on track was racing really hard. And, I mean, at one point we had first through seventh just running right on top of each other. So there was so much racing tonight. It was great to see. You never know how these races are going to go. And this was one for the season. This might be one of the best races we've had with Redemption this year.
Definitely exciting to see. What a race. Again, not a big turnout, but I mean, you couldn't tell by all the action we saw. But folks, we're going to be back here next week on Saturday night with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series. Taking a look at the schedule. Where are we headed to, Dallas?
That was a very good question.
I just found it here. We are going to Vegas next week, so that's going to be an elimination race going to Las Vegas. Oh, no, we're not.
Yeah, hopefully my power doesn't cut out.
We're actually taking Valentine's Day off, aren't we?
Oh, yes, we do take Valentine's Day off. I do forget about that. Yes, we will not be on next week. We'll be on the week after. And hopefully I'd stop having power issues at my house and that I can get more than 8 laps in a race.
Yeah, hopefully so. But, hey, folks, what a great night here for some racing. We appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe to the channel before you head out. Drop a comment, too. Let us know what you thought. And I guess till next time, we will see you then. We're not streaming tomorrow night. We got the Super Bowl going on. Going to give everybody a night off, I believe. And then Monday, we're going to be back with the Wheels America Racing Cup Series. But, Dallas, we appreciate you joining me up in the booth here. It was a good time hanging out with you.
Oh, thank you for joining me. I got super nervous when I started, so I didn't know what to expect. But as it went on, I got a little bit more comfortable. So sorry for the people if I made it awkward at first, but I definitely had a lot of fun. Thanks for bringing me up here.
Well, anytime, buddy. Appreciate you once again, and appreciate all our fans tuning in. We'll see you next time, folks, in the booth with Dallas. I am Blake Hutchinson. See you then.